How's it going, you guys? Epic here. This is a tutorial for the Rudy. Everybody's asking about this tutorial. You guys are like throwing it at me like, when are you gonna make a Rudy tutorial? When are you gonna make a Rudy tutorial? Well, finally the wait is over. Here's your Rudy tutorial. The reason I'm on the trampoline is because I'm gonna break it down here first so those of you guys who have trampolines can kind of get a better understanding as to how you can go about learning it. Then we'll take it over to the floor and then we'll teach you guys how to do it there. Real quick, let me just demonstrate what the Rudy looks like. That's what it looks like. It's a front flip with a 1.5 twist, which means you're starting here and you're going to finish there. If you don't have the front flip down, go learn that real quick. If you don't have the front half down, which is like a front flip with a half twist, go get that, alright? And I don't know if a front full helps or not, I don't know. I can't front full. I can front half and Rudy, but I don't know, it's really weird. So basically, take that front half and add that punch the armpit motion and just hold on tight to it. When you really understand that front half, the Rudy will come very easy. You just gotta make sure you have height for it, that way you have plenty of time to know that you can twist and be able to make it around just fine. If you can do your front halves really easily, Rudy should be your next step and it should be a piece of cake. So when you're taking off, right as you're going up into it, you still bring your legs up to the side, whether you know it or not, you still bring your legs up that way. And as you're taking off, you're punching the armpit and wrapping through. That way, once you're up, wrap, hold on, stay straight, keep your arms to your chest, don't go here, don't bend your knees, don't flail about. When you stay straight, you spin much faster. If I'm like this, 4-3-6 as opposed to this, you spin much faster when you stay straight. So, make sure you have that in mind. With that, take the front half twist motion and add a twist motion, punch the armpit. And it'll bring you around. Again. Punch the armpit. Up, half, twist, twist. That's all it really is. It's just up like a half twist and punch the armpit. I'm gonna do one more kind of high and kind of slow, so I'm gonna slow it down for you guys so you guys can watch detail. Then we'll take it over to the floor. So, without further ado, let me demonstrate a Rudy real quick off this little guy, and then we'll go through breaking it down. Real quick, I want to let you guys know that this is a power move. It's not something that can just be thrown out there, so don't watch this tutorial and then go throw on your body expecting to land on your feet. You have to control your body. With the Rudy, it's not just a front half twist. It's a front 1.5 twist. So make sure you remember that. Just because you're barely landing your half twist when you're training on your own does not mean you might be ready for the Rudy. You gotta make sure that you know you have plenty of time to control that Rudy, to make that twist just happen. So if you don't have a trampoline, if you don't have a gym to train at, find a place that has some soft landing, like a sand pit, a soft dirt pit, some place that you consider safe to train in, some place that you can, feel comfortable landing on. Go there, master your front halves, your baranis, your 180 front flips, whatever you want to call it. Master that, because I can't stress enough how important it is to understand that motion when learning the Rudy. It is with a twist, but when you have that timing of that front half, when you know when to turn your hips and your shoulders aligned, that's what you're gonna have to use. That's when you're actually gonna do that whole punch the armpit motion to go into that Rudy. Real quick though, the takeoff, you wanna set up. You wanna set up and slightly out, kind of like a dive, like bam. When you set up like that, you have all the height you need. The higher you go, the more time you're gonna have to see that ground and control that landing. So make sure you land on your feet. Or if you have to, you'll know how to roll back into a roll, to save yourself. So make sure you practice that when you're doing your front halves or whatever, so you make sure you at least have that much control. The Rudy part itself, just like I said a second ago, when you're doing your front halves, when you're going forward like this, and then you turn your body, it's just like that, but with the punch of the armpit and keeping your body straight. Like I said on the trampoline, the straighter your body is, the faster you're gonna spin. When you're doing the Rudy, once you gain a little bit control over it, you'll find that you can actually kind of see the ground as you're spinning. So once you're upside down in the air, your head will be looking and you'll be spinning as you're coming around. That can help a lot. If you get used to doing that in your front halves, then you can do it in your Rudies, and that'll help you kind of achieve that much more control over your Rudies. That's a big thing that I found that's helped me when I even do my Rudies, is that I can actually see where I'm going. If you flip blindly with your eyes closed, you probably deserve to get a bump on your noggin, because it's stupid. It's like, I'm gonna jump off this cliff and hope I land safely. It doesn't happen like that. So, make sure that if you can, work on those front halves and try to make sure you're seeing the ground once you're upside down. And then with the Rudy, though the ground will spin, you'll still be able to feel and know where you are and hopefully see where you are to control that landing. So, real quick, a quick rundown of the Rudy. You're taking off the block, run, jump onto it, you're going to your ledge, your drop, whatever. Make sure it's a safe drop when you're starting off. Doesn't matter how high. I'm not going to say start from like a little curve and work your way up to something like this 10 feet high. And I'm not going to say start with something that's 10 feet high and work your way down to a little curve. It's up to you. Just make sure you can do that front half. If you don't know you can front half, do a front flip. Work your way up from there. Progress. Never just throw shit. That's stupid. Alright? So when you're taking off in your Rudy, you're taking off here, up, that high set, kind of like a dive. If you dive perfectly, you get that height and that distance out. Once you're out, start rotating your body, going into that front half motion. That front half motion, while you're going into that front half motion, you punch the armpit here, keep your body straight, you twist, twist, twist to the ground, plant those feet, and then go turn into like a cartwheel, wrap full swing through double cord with a fucking box cutter or hook kick, whatever that crazy ninja stuff is. Do that, or just go into a roll and say, that was fun. And then do it again, and again, and again, and again, so you have it mastered!
This is epic. I'm Ashley. Take great care and stay positive.
Should that be the end of this?
You do.
Is that all I need to do for the tutorial?